Hello there. What is up, guys? Welcome back to Mason Sushi. It's been a while, it's been a few months since our last trailer reaction here, but I am super excited to return with the new trailer for Obi-Wan Kenobi that just dropped today on Disney Investors Day. Now, Disney Investors Day, they kind of announced a few things for Marvel and stuff. Last year, they announced the shows of Moon Knight and She-Hulk. This year, we're getting the Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer, the first trailer. It's been so long, we've been waiting for it for months. This is probably my most anticipated TV show of maybe the whole year. I mean, I'll say it again, Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan and kind of Luke also, those three are the heart of Star Wars. I mean, you can have this Rebel Alliance, you can have the Empire, whatever, all these background characters, but the heart of the whole thing, the chosen one, is his master Obi-Wan. I mean, all of that, that's the heart of Star Wars. That's like the catalyst for every event. I mean, Obi-Wan and Anakin are there for every major event pretty much, and Luke, of course, for every major event that's ever happened in the galaxy, which is crazy. And so finally, we're getting a show that takes place about 8 years after Revenge of the Sith. So the Jedi are fallen, Order 66 happened, all of that, and we're getting just to see Obi-Wan watching over young Luke on Tatooine. Now, the one thing about this show that I'm a little bit worried about, not too worried about, because I think they'll handle it right, but the fact that we know that Obi-Wan will be leaving the planet of Tatooine. Now, previously we thought, okay, so Obi-Wan stayed on Tatooine for Luke's whole life because he's watching over him, protecting him from the Empire, and kind of just like silently being his guardian. But we know now that Obi-Wan will be leaving the planet, so I think if they're gonna be doing that, they have to give us a really strong reason for why he would be leaving. I mean, the fact that he would just like up and leave and leave Luke, you know, on Tatooine, unguarded. Either someone is there to watch over Luke, he left someone there, or something really important. Maybe Leia, Princess Leia, young version, is in trouble as well. So we'll see what happens there. Also, another one of my small worries is the whole thing that Vader and Obi-Wan will be fighting in the show. So it's confirmed, and they've confirmed and talked about it previously, that Obi-Wan and Vader will be having a rematch. Now, you're probably wondering, why are you worried about that? That's so awesome. And yes, it is awesome. But also, there's a fact that it might slightly retcon A New Hope. Now, if you know this iconic line from A New Hope, I'll play it right here.
I've been waiting for you, Obi-Wan. We meet again at last. The circle is now complete. When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master.
So it kind of makes it seem like the last time they met was on Mustafar, and you know, when he cut off his legs and everything, kind of left him for dead there. But also, I guess they're gonna kind of retcon that. So either it is real life, or maybe it's a vision in Obi-Wan's head where he's fighting Vader. But Hayden Christensen will be returning, which gets me so hyped. Also, I guess we'll see Vader under the helmet, and also hopefully we'll get some Clone Wars flashbacks. I'd love to see them in that Clone Wars armor that we never saw in live action yet, but we only saw it in the animated series. It's just so awesome to have so many animated series references coming from these new shows. Like Mando brings in Ahsoka and Bo-Katan and the Darksaber, all that from Clone Wars. And then we also know that the Inquisitors are going to show up. And the Inquisitors are from series like Star Wars Rebels, and they're also shown in the video game Jedi Fallen Order. And we know that some Inquisitors will be featured in this show, hunting down the last of the Jedi. And so hopefully they'll bring a great, terrifying presence. Anyways, guys, I'm super excited to get into this trailer. I hope we'll see a little bit of Vader. I really want these intimate moments with Obi-Wan. I want maybe like the first 2 episodes, maybe just focusing on Obi-Wan and before we get to the big action stuff, I really want them to set up kind of this character study of Obi-Wan Kenobi. So hopefully we'll see where they go with this. Anyways, guys, I can't wait any longer. Let's get into the trailer. Back here again. Oh, so he's like a worker.
We lost.
Dude, the music. Dude, it's them! It's Luke! It's Luke!
Stay hidden.
Oh my god. They're playing Duel of the Fates.
The key to hunting Jedi.
Dude, is this like the Sith Inquisitor? Okay, I'm sorry, but he looks not that good.
Jedi cannot help what they are. Their
Dude, that's so
compassion
sick. Oh, damn.
leaves a trail.
It's Owen. Uncle Owen. That looks really good. Whoa.
The Jedi code is like an itch. He cannot help it. Where is he?
He doesn't really look that good, but it's cool to see him in live action at least. Damn. Joe Vader, please. I knew they were just gonna show his voice, or his breath at least. May 25th, bro, I can't. Come on, hurry up. Oh, that's sick. I love that little lightsaber streak. Well, there it was, guys. The trailer for Obi-Wan Kenobi. I cannot wait. So let's just kind of get into it. Let's kind of break it down. So first, we see Obi-Wan, and he's riding with the thing that he was on in the very end of Revenge of the Sith when he's leaving Luke, the baby Luke, on Tatooine. He's it's called an Eopie, and it's really cool that they kind of like connected that back to the thing. You know, he's still riding that thing from Revenge of the Sith. That's a really cool connection. We got a lot of shots of Uncle Owen. I'm super excited to see their interaction. In the comics, they kind of have a bit of an aggressive kind of banter between each other because Uncle Owen thinks that, you know, Obi-Wan's basically responsible for the fall of Anakin and all that. And so Uncle Owen, even seen in A New Hope, he wants to kind of keep Luke away from that and not even have him around Obi-Wan because, you know, that just leads to what he thinks will be like more dark side, more Darth Vader kind of vibes. And then we got to look at the Grand Inquisitor. Now, I'm not going to lie, it's cool to see some of these Inquisitors in here. We also got the fifth brother. I'm not going to lie, the face prosthetics don't really look too good. I mean, something about him just looks kind of weird to me. I mean, I'm sure he'll be a cool character, but that's just one of my gripes with this trailer, I guess, if I had to say one. The cinematography looks really good. I like how they're kind of differentiating it from Book of Boba. I mean, of course, we're back on Tatooine, but just like the town itself looks a little bit different, a little bit more, I don't even know what you would call it, gritty maybe. And then we're seeing this kind of like Coruscant looking planet. It's not, I know it's not Coruscant, but it looks really good actually, with the neon lights and all that stuff, and just seeing that one new Inquisitor on there, which is really cool. And then we get to see young Luke. He's watching over young Luke. This trailer didn't give too much away, but it's still cool to see a lot of this. We got the one thing that's super cool about this trailer is we get to see the Inquisitor headquarters. Now that is super dope. I think it might be the one from Fallen Order. I can't remember, but at the very end of Jedi Fallen Order, you go into like this underwater kind of Imperial base, and it looks like this base is like on water. So I wonder if this is the same one. But it looks so cool. I mean, the Imperial architecture always looks super cool. I like the black, you know, the sleek black and stuff like that. It's so cool to see multiple different Inquisitors in the same room and stuff like that. And of course, we don't get Vader in this trailer, but we do hear his voice, or I mean his breath, which is always super cool. I kind of expected them to do that, just not really show him that well. But anyways, guys, it's a super short trailer. But it's really cool to see finally some new footage from the show. It looks actually really good, well shot, really good cinematography. It reminds me of a lot of the Rogue One cinematography. But anyways, guys, yeah. Also, I want to take a look into this Entertainment Weekly article and kind of go over a little bit with you guys. So let's get into that right now. So the cover of the Entertainment Weekly article shows Obi-Wan, and he is holding his lightsaber. I wonder, I feel like at first maybe Obi-Wan, you won't use his lightsaber just to hide, and then once he feels like there's that danger of the Inquisitors, he will ignite his lightsaber again for the first time. Next up, we have another picture of Obi-Wan here, kind of in hiding. It looks like on Tatooine. He says, "What kind of Obi-Wan will we meet in Obi-Wan Kenobi?" Ewan McGregor says, "We find Obi-Wan at the beginning of our story rather broken and faithless and beaten, somewhat given up. Of course, after the end of, you know, what he did, his son, or his brother basically, Anakin, you know, turned to the dark side. He kind of left him for dead there. All the Jedi are basically wiped out after Order 66. The Empire is at its highest reign right now, which is really cool because the Empire right now, this is the prime Empire. I mean, the Rebels are like barely there probably. So this is like Empire at their height. Next we got As the Force-sensitive Inquisitor Reva, Moses Ingram will prove a formidable new foe as she seeks out Jedi in hiding for the Empire. Director Deborah Chow and writer Joby Harold described the character as ruthlessly ambitious. And I think this is the character, you can see in the trailer how one of the townspeople is being lifted up by the Force. I wonder if she's there just kind of like messing around. We heard some rumors that she was just gonna mess around with some of these townspeople and just kind of show how ruthless she is. I really hope they go dark with this one. I mean, they have to go dark with this one just to prove the stakes are really high. And so she looks really cool. Next up, we got the shot of Obi-Wan in a cave. McGregor's Obi-Wan Kenobi is a master Jedi and a master of decluttering, as evidenced by his sparse dwelling on Tatooine, where he has set up shop to watch over young Luke Skywalker. I mean, this set is really cool. I love this picture. It just makes him feel so lonely and empty in Tatooine, which is really cool. I just hope we get like a few moments of him. Maybe he's trying to connect to Qui-Gon, and he's like, he can't, and he maybe even trying to connect to Obi-Wan, and for some reason his connection to the Force is kind of like losing its power, maybe like that, just because he's probably been like not using it so much lately. And so he probably just feels so lonely after everything. No more Jedi. I mean, just his whole life he's been surrounded by Jedi. He's had masters above him, and for the first time in his life, he's totally alone pretty much, and just kind of has to go on this journey by himself, which is super interesting. Next up, we got another shot of Reva, the Inquisitor. They share a common dark side goal, Ingram says, about the villainous trio of Reva, the Grand Inquisitor, and Darth Vader. They're on the same team. As for what stands out most to Ingram about her big bad, it's all heart. So that's really interesting. So it seems like Vader, the Grand Inquisitor, and Reva are going to be kind of the main trio. I feel like at the beginning, we're going to be get a lot of this Reva character. I feel like Grand Inquisitor is kind of going to overwatch her. And then, of course, as the stakes start getting higher, and Darth Vader hears about Obi-Wan, Vader's gonna be like, okay, it's my turn to hop in here. So that's gonna be really interesting. Also, we got life in the slow lane. We all know how Obi-Wan feels about flying. This Jedi prefers to travel by more primitive means, like his Eope, whenever it's possible. We just talked about this. He found it at the end, or we saw it at the end of Revenge of the Sith. I just think it's a really cool connection. It just shows like these creators they went back and watched Revenge of the Sith and are like, what can we connect from this? Which is really cool. And also we saw in the trailer some shots of Obi-Wan just kind of like being a worker on Tatooine, which is really interesting. I never thought like that would be a thing. And then we got making him cry uncle. Joel Edgerton is back as Uncle Owen, and we don't necessarily like his odds in a face-off with Reva. But as a wise smuggler once noted, never tell me the odds. Thank you, George, for casting Joel Edgerton as Uncle Owen, laughs director Deborah Chow. That's all I can say. And yeah, so George Lucas, you know, he cast Joel Edgerton as Uncle Owen, and he featured at the very end of Revenge of the Sith. He was actually also in Attack of the Clones as Uncle Owen from A New Hope. And yeah, so Joel Edgerton is a really good actor, and it's really cool. I'm really excited to see what he brings to this show. That's gonna be really interesting. And then this picture really interests me. So it's called Cloak and Saber. McGregor is all cloaked up again as Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he's got places to go, like the new planet of Daiyu, which sort of has a Hong Kong feel to it, says writer Joby Harold. It's got a graffiti-ridden nightlife and is kind of edgy. It's just got a different lane and different feeling. So I feel like that's gonna be kind of like the underworld of Coruscant. But of course it's like a different planet. But again, I'm super interested to see like what makes Obi-Wan leave the planet. What makes Obi-Wan, I mean, his #1 mission on Tatooine is watch over Luke by all means necessary and don't let anything happen to him. So what's the thing that's gonna make him be like, okay, I probably gotta go? So it's gotta be something important. We gotta see what they do with it. Anyways, guys, I am super excited for this series. I cannot wait to see the next trailer. I want to see more Vader. I am so hyped. Let me know, guys, what are you most excited for to see in this Obi-Wan Kenobi series? I cannot wait. Anyways, guys, before you leave, click that subscribe button, click that like button if you want to see more videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, peace.